X-Men 97, Season 2, Episode 4 dropped today. And not only did it drop the episode, but the episode itself dropped some bars. Let's talk about it. Spoilers are ahead. Move along if you haven't watched. Let's go from things like, you would be a horseman, I'd you had a spine, or your mother should have left you to burn in the desert. Like, cold ass lines. First one was from Apocalypse, the other one's from Xavier. So basically, we are picking up from the last episode. It is The Rise of Apocalypse Part 2. So much happened. We are still with the Egypt past team. That's Beast, Rogue, Magneto, Nightcrawler, Professor X, and now Bishop has arrived towards the end of the last episode. And we're picking up right afterwards, okay? But there's so much to unpack here. We have the team still trying to convince Apocalypse, aka Inside Manor, that he doesn't have to go down the wrong way. He doesn't have to go down the wrong path. There's still hope for him. But it was hinted to us already in the last episode. Destiny's already been written. You can't change it. All right? Things are going to happen the way they're going to happen. And that proves to be the point. So as they are trying to inadvertently change him, we've already saw in the last episode that Magneto's gotten in his ear, and a lot of that Magneto rhetoric is in there. In that the mutants shouldn't be looked down on. They should be the superior. Now Apocalypse is taking that over to Survival of the Fittest and adopted those. So we see how all the seeds are being planted here for the creation of Apocalypse. So much so that they journey to the temple that actually holds his ship. And once the Beast actually realizes this, we all know what's going on. They have been moving the chess pieces to create Apocalypse, and they can't do anything about it. They try, but they can't, and they don't. As Apocalypse is born in these final acts, he realizes who he needs to be, and needs to be that force for mutant kind, that conqueror of all. It goes through a really badass transformation, takes ship straight to Ramatut, aka Kang, and yes, we see the first glimpse of Kang in this universe as he's like, you know what, I'm done. I ain't got nothing here in this time. Can't conquer it. I'm out. Puts his suit on, which we familiar as Kang, and dips out. Also gives us a little bit of a clue regarding I forget what her name is, but the external, and that she's an external, and she's the only opposing force for Apocalypse. So that's another clue that they gave. So they've been putting a lot of emphasis on this external. So I'm sure we're going to circle back around to her before the season's over. To be quite honest, count on it. Some major fights between Apocalypse, just fucking owning the X-Men, owning them before he even transforms. He just fucking just mollywops all of them. And then it's down to Apocalypse versus Magneto and Xavier. Bruh, we see Magneto go like OP levels and collapses a black hole. Craziness. Xavier once again tries to use his mental abilities psychic abilities to get into Apocalypse's head, and it doesn't work. Down to the moment where Apocalypse obliterates Magneto and vaporizes him. And that's when Xavier says, your mom should have just let you die, which is another little inkling regarding the birth of Onslaught. We see these dark thoughts and these dark words coming out of Xavier. He's right there. Plus, the way that helmet, after he's vaporized, kind of like tumbles down in front of him, I just feel like, again, these are more breadcrumbs. But Apocalypse is born. They set in motion to create Apocalypse. Xavier and Magneto are the fathers of Apocalypse. Congratulations. It's a genocidal maniac. Ah. Like I said, great episode. It's just so heavy on the emotions. We have Rogue talking about Remy and hoping that they can change the future and keep everybody from Genosha, especially him, alive. But the conversations with Apocalypse, Xavier, and Magneto are just deep. Even honestly, inside Manor's past, seeing what he went through as a slave, seeing all the struggle, seeing that shit come down, and creating this force of nature in him that wants to just free all these slaves and the conquerors, and you got to kind of appreciate that part. But then he just takes it to the next level, right? But even that is, again, it's drastic, dramatic, and kind of gets to you a little bit. Um, in that moment with Xavier and Magneto, Magneto says bye to him. I'm about to dip out. I know I'm going to die. Thank you. I fucked up, and I'm going to own it, and I'm going to save everybody. And then we end the episode with Bishop coming back for Xavier, and they go to the future. We don't see anything from there. A lot of heavy moments, tons of heavy moments, and even a little bit of an after credit scene homaging Uncanny X-Men 268 with Cap, Black Widow, and Wolverine, now still depowered. Got a little bit of a haircut and shaved, and shaved a little bit, but he's still hunched over, still has the bone claws as it sets up the next episode. Also, I didn't mention it the last time. I don't know if anybody else caught this. We should have, right? I should have mentioned it, but it's cool to see how they incorporated in the animation Wolverine being way more limber than ever. Quick, bump, 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 bouncing like a little fucking hedgehog everywhere. Why? Because he doesn't have any adamantium wearing him down anymore. Like, he was quick before, but he's even quicker, but it also burns him out a little bit more. You saw him get tired. But that was a really, 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 really cool aspect, and I hope you guys picked up on it. All in all, it was a great episode. I'm looking forward to, of course, the rest of the season. I really loved, not that we humanized Apocalypse, but we did. We have a further understanding as far as what drives him, and you kind of get it. But it's not cool to be a genocidal maniac, bro. It's not. Magneto, props to you. I know you're going to come back at some point. I don't know how, what we're going to do, how they're going to bring it back. Is it going to be Joseph? Is the clone coming? Is that going to be Armenian? Who knows? I can't wait. What do you think of the episode? Let me know down below. Till the next alert, my nerds. Appreciate you.